What if your social skills are not weak because you have nothing interesting to say? What if the real problem is that you are thinking too much about yourself? You worry about saying the wrong thing. You worry about how people see you. You worry about keeping the conversation alive. Meanwhile, you may be missing what the other person is actually saying. People with strong social skills do something different. They pay attention. They notice tone. They notice body language. They notice when someone feels comfortable. They notice when someone wants to keep talking. So, building social skills is not just about becoming a better speaker. It is about learning how people behave. Stop treating conversations like a performance. Why do simple conversations feel so difficult when you are nervous? Because your attention moves inward. You start thinking about your next sentence. You worry about sounding awkward. You wonder if the other person likes you. You may even analyze your own facial expressions. Your brain becomes busy monitoring your performance. That leaves less attention for the person in front of you. The conversation then starts feeling like a test. You try to find the perfect thing to say. You ask questions that feel forced. You may speak too quickly. You may avoid eye contact. You may miss obvious signs from the other person. The problem is not always a lack of confidence. Sometimes the problem is where your attention is going. Instead of asking, "How am I doing?" start asking, "What is this person telling me?" That small shift changes the entire interaction. You stop trying to perform, you start trying to understand. And that is where better social skills begin. Because before you can respond to people better, you first need to learn how to notice them. Become a better observer. So, what should you actually notice when you are talking to someone? Start with 3 things. Their words, their tone, their behavior. Words tell you what someone says. Tone can show how they feel about what they are saying. Body language can give you more context. Imagine someone says, "Yeah, that sounds good." Their words sound positive. Their body is turned away. They keep checking their phone. Something may be different from what their words suggest. That does not mean they are lying. It does not mean they dislike you. It simply means you noticed a signal. That is the important part. Good social skills are not about judging people quickly. They are about noticing patterns. You can notice when someone becomes more energetic. You can notice when they start asking you questions. You can notice when they become quieter. You can notice when they look distracted. These signals help you understand the situation better. You can then adjust your response. You might continue the topic when they seem interested. You might change the topic when they seem uncomfortable. You might give them more space when they seem distracted. This makes conversations feel more natural. But observation has one weakness. You can notice everything and still miss the most important part. You need to listen carefully to understand what those signals actually mean. Learn the psychology of active listening. Why do some conversations feel natural while others feel like interviews? One reason is active listening. Many people listen while preparing their next sentence. They are waiting for their turn to speak. They are not fully focused on the other person. Active listening works differently. You listen for something meaningful. You notice what the person gets excited about. You notice what they care about. You notice details that can move the conversation forward. Imagine someone says, "I recently started learning photography." You could simply say, "Cool." That response gives the conversation nowhere to go. Instead, ask, "What made you want to learn photography?" Now the person has something interesting to explain. Maybe they became interested after a trip. Maybe they enjoy taking pictures of nature. Maybe they want to turn photography into a career. Each answer gives you another direction. You can ask a follow-up question. You can share something related. You can let the person tell their story. You are no longer trying to invent random topics. The other person is giving you the material. You simply need to pay attention to it. This also makes people feel heard, and feeling heard can make a conversation more comfortable. But there is a problem. Even good listeners can ask boring questions, and the questions you choose can completely change the direction of a conversation. Ask questions that create connection. So what makes a question good in a conversation? A good question gives the other person something interesting to talk about. It should create room for a story. It should not feel like an interview. For example, instead of asking, "Do you like your job?" ask, "What do you enjoy most about your job?" The first question can get a simple yes or no. The second question invites a real answer. The same idea works with everyday conversations. Instead of asking, "Did you travel recently?" Ask, what was the best part of your trip? Instead of asking, do you watch movies? Ask, what movie have you enjoyed recently? These questions give people more room to express themselves. They also give you more information to work with. You can then follow the part that interests them most. If they become excited while talking about travel, explore that topic. If they become passionate while talking about their work, ask about it. If they start telling a funny story, let them finish it. This is where observation and listening work together. You ask the question. You listen to the answer. Then you notice what matters to them. That creates a natural conversation. But there's another piece that people often overlook. Your words are not the only thing communicating. Your body can make someone feel welcome, or it can make them want to leave. And this is where social skills become much more powerful. Make people feel comfortable. So, what is the real goal of a good social interaction? It is not to impress people. It is to make them feel comfortable. This simple shift can change how you approach conversations. You do not need to prove that you are interesting. You do not need to have the perfect story. You do not need to fill every silence. Instead, show genuine interest. Let people finish their thoughts. Do not interrupt every pause. Use relaxed facial expressions. Keep natural eye contact. Face the person when they are speaking. Give them space to express themselves. You can also match the energy of the conversation naturally. If someone is speaking quietly, you do not need to become extremely loud. If someone is excited, you can show some excitement too. The goal is not to copy them. The goal is to create a comfortable rhythm. Small details matter too. Remember something they told you. Ask about it the next time you meet. This shows that you are actually listening. It also makes the person feel noticed. And that is the deeper psychology behind strong social skills. People often enjoy conversations where they feel understood. When people feel comfortable, they become more open. When they become more open, conversations become deeper. When conversations become deeper, connections become stronger. Think back to the beginning of this video. Social skills are not mainly about having more things to say. They are about noticing the person in front of you. But knowing this is not enough. You still need a simple way to practice these skills in real life. Use the 5-step social skills system. So, how can you turn all these ideas into a real habit? Use a simple 5-step system. Observe, listen, ask, respond, connect. First, observe. Before you speak, notice the person's energy. Look at their body language. Notice whether they seem relaxed, excited, distracted, or uncomfortable. You do not need to analyze every movement. Just pay attention. Second, listen. Focus on what the person is actually saying. Do not prepare your next sentence while they are talking. Listen for details. Listen for emotions. Listen for topics they seem interested in. Third, ask. Ask questions based on what they just said. This keeps the conversation natural. You do not need to prepare 10 questions before meeting someone. You only need to pay attention to the answer you already received. Fourth, respond. Give a genuine reaction. Share something related when you have something useful to add. Show that you understood what they said. A conversation should not feel like one person asking questions and the other person answering them. It should move back and forth. Finally, connect. Remember something meaningful about the person. Bring it up when you talk again. For example, if someone tells you they have an important interview next week, ask about it later. That small detail can make a big difference. It shows that you were listening. It shows that you cared. And it gives the relationship continuity. This 5-step system also removes pressure. You no longer need to constantly invent something impressive to say. You simply observe. You listen. You ask. You respond. You connect. But there is one final part. These skills only become natural when you practice them in real situations. Practice social skills in small moments. So how do you actually become socially confident? You practice in small moments. You do not need to walk into a crowded room and suddenly become extremely outgoing. Start with simple interactions. Say hello to someone. Ask a simple question. Listen without interrupting. Notice their response. Then keep the conversation going for another minute. These small interactions train your brain to handle social situations. They also teach you something important. Awkward moments are not disasters. Sometimes a conversation becomes quiet. Sometimes you say something that sounds strange. Sometimes the other person is simply not interested. That does not mean you failed. It means you are learning. The more you practice, the less threatening these moments become. Your attention slowly moves away from self-judgment. You start thinking less about how you look. You start thinking more about what the other person needs. You become better at noticing emotions. You become better at asking questions. You become better at keeping conversations natural. And your confidence starts growing from experience. That is the key. Confidence does not always come before social skills. Sometimes confidence comes because you practice the skills enough times. So, think back to the question from the beginning. What do socially skilled people do differently? They do not always talk more. They notice more. They listen better. They understand people better. And they make others feel comfortable. That is what makes social skills so powerful. The real meaning of social skills. So, what does it really mean to build social skills? It means becoming better at understanding people. You observe instead of assuming. You listen instead of waiting to speak. You ask instead of forcing conversation. You respond instead of trying to control the interaction. And you make people feel comfortable instead of trying to impress them. You do not need to become the loudest person in the room. You do not need to become someone completely different. You simply need to become more aware of the person in front of you. So, the next time you enter a conversation, stop asking yourself, what should I say next? Ask yourself, what can I understand about this person? That one shift can change the way you see conversations. It can help you become more confident. It can help you build deeper connections. And it can make social situations feel much more natural. If you found this useful, subscribe for more practical psychology and self-improvement videos.